Hey everybody, I am about 4, maybe 5 minutes early, and I just wanted to get things started since we haven't done this in so long. Let me move my microphone a little closer, and y'all can tell me if you can hear me or not. And I'm actually going to step away for just a second and go tell Chloe good night. But I'll be back in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then we should be good to go. And I don't know, help each other find it. Thanks. I'll see you in a minute. Thank you. There we go. I have one viewer. Hi, who's on? Let's see here. 5. Dana, is that you on there? Will somebody message me and let me know if you can hear me? I'm going to put on some lipstick. Gotta have the lipstick on. All these people are going to be seeing me. Okay. Oh, whoever it was, it's gone now. So maybe I don't have any viewers at all. Anybody on? I'm ready to go. I will review my notes for a quick minute until I get a confirmation. Or maybe I won't, and you guys will all watch this later tonight. That would be just fine too. All right, so here's how this works. I have a Facebook event open on our team page, and if you can go there, you'll be able to, oh, there's Carrie. It's Carrie, yes, I can hear you. Yay, thank you so much. All right. Wonderful. So here's the deal. If you have questions, you can just post them right into the Facebook group. And hi, Dana. Welcome. Let's see, 2 viewers. So you guys look like the 2 here, Dana and Carrie, both on my front line. Hello, ladies. Good to see you. If I look a little crazy, I spent the afternoon at the pool with Chloe. It was wonderful. Gotta love summertime. Okay, so here we go. I am going to dive right in. Tonight's training is called Basic Training. I have 1 hour to try to tell you the most important basic things about being a designer and running your business. And in addition, I'm going to be pointing out specific things that have changed so that our designers who have been with us for a while, maybe didn't do anything for 6 months or so, just stayed active and are ready to re-engage in the business, so that those particular designers, oh, hi, Kelly. Those particular designers would be able to identify the things that have changed and not feel so overwhelmed coming back in. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about who can see me and who can't anymore. I'm just going to shrink these things down. I'm going to do a little screen share. Let's see here. There we go. We'll share that. Yay, basic training. I've got something from Dana over here. What did you say, Dana? Where do I post when I see you? Right here. Okay, so I know it's a little bit strange with the screen. If I share my entire screen with you guys, I've been told that it's really hard to see what's on the screen. And so it's a little, I don't know, it's a little bit weird. Can I hide that pane? I don't know if I can hide that pane. Notes pane, don't show the notes, show the notes. I don't know. If somebody knows how to make that go away, tell me. Normal. Yeah, I don't think I need that. So I would like to do the play the little thing down here. Anyway, I know I sound a little crazy. If I show you guys the whole thing, if I hit project, I think it gets a little crazy, and then I can't see if you've messaged me. So we're just going to stick with this for now. So hi, basic training presented by me. Welcome. Congratulations on your new business and deciding to reintegrate if you are a redesigned designer. Here's what we're going to talk about today. Goal setting, doing the work, what tools you have at your disposal, gaining more knowledge, and everybody's favorite, or is that just me, money. So here we go. We are going to talk about goals. Now, this could be a little bit funny for some of us. Why am I talking about goals instead of just diving into talking about how to use the back office? Well, here's why. You are in business, and basically, let me stop sharing for a second. There we go. There's me. Basically, if you're in business, there's this really great quote, and I just lost it. It was on the tip of my tongue. You can do this business part-time. You can do this business full-time. You can't do this business in your spare time because nobody actually has any. So when I talk about setting goals, I want to be clear that I'm not telling you, hey, when do you want to be director? I'm not saying, when do you want to make $5,000 a month? I'm not going for that super high level. If you are a part-timer, if you are what we call hobbyist, I don't call them that, but you might call yourselves that. That's awesome for me. I need a lot of consistent people on my team doing a little bit of work all the time. I love my part-timers. So that's not what I mean with goals. Talking about goal setting, what we're going to cover real quick here is the idea that this business is what you make it. So if you don't put in anything in, then it's not going to give you anything back. That being said, if you identify what you want, an extra $200 a month, an extra $1,000 a month, we can use some of our tools that we have at our disposal to identify how many jewelry bars you need to have. 1, 5, or a couple of really good ones. And how we can work backwards to determine how many, excuse me, how many people you need to call in order to get the bookings to make that happen. Shout out to Carrie who got a booking today. Congratulations. Okay, let's go back to my screen share. Doop, doop. Share. Okay, so here we go. Goals. Why is that not updating? This is funny. I can see that this one, I'm clicking on it, and it doesn't look like this one's changing in the big picture. I'm going to make it small and then big, and we'll see what happens. Come back. Sorry, every once in a while, we're going to have a little bit of technical stuff happen. Share. Much better. Okay, so goals. As I just covered, why should you set goals in your business? You need to have a goal in order to know where you're going. If you are not on a path, you're just technically probably going in circles, possibly going backwards. So we want to set a little teeny tiny baby goal. If it's something small like, you're welcome, Carrie. When you guys comment, I have to go and check and see what it is. So feel free, comment as much as you want, but that's why it will disappear on occasion. I had to see what you said. Okay, let's see here. So, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. That's enough, John. My amazing husband is dancing in front of my French doors over here. Okay, that was awesome. He wants to make sure I'm smiling for you guys. So back to goals. Let's share some goals. Share. All right, let me click out of that. All right. I don't know why it's being wonky. Who knows? Why you should set goals, we covered this. Y'all are understanding me. You need to set a goal. So let's talk about goals. We're going to talk about SMART Goals worksheet, which I'll show to you in just a second. And I'm also going to talk about the perfect week scheduler, using a planner for work, and what I call the daily activity planner. Now, don't let this sound overwhelming. These are a variety of tools that you can use, and no one tool is going to do everything for you, but that doesn't mean you need to use all of these. So first and foremost, we have the SMART Goals worksheet. This may look familiar to you. SMART, of course, stands for, in this case, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. This is in the back office in the O2 Academy. Just search for SMART, and this will pop right up. What this form is going to do is help you identify the reason why you're doing Origami Owl and help you identify goals for yourself related to your why. So if I want to make extra money, which is what I keep coming back to, then I need to say why. So I want to make extra money so that I can have whatever I want for Chloe and not have to even budget it. I want to be able to say, sure, she can do dance, she can do swimming, she can do gymnastics, whatever she wants to do, we're going to do it. So I can look at what I want her to do, how much extra money that is going to require from me per month to feel like I can, buy her something every time we go to Target. And as long as I'm not spoiling her, feel like I'm not blowing the budget, get to that dollar amount. And then down here, we've got the goal to be able to get to that in 90 days. So, sorry, the first part is 90 days from now where I'm going to be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I currently have maybe 0 jewelry bars a month, maybe 1. And this is how big my team is. Then we're going to turn this over. So then we're going to look at 90, 60, and 30 days and go backwards. So this is what I want in 90 days. I want to be bringing in $2,000 extra a month to cover these 4 activities. And I mean, we all know dance class doesn't cost that much, but the shoes and the ballet costume and all of that adds up very quickly. So then we've got, you start the furthest out 90 days and then looking from that, if I want to be there at 90, what should I be at 60? What should I be at 30? Anyway, this is a super helpful worksheet to just kind of identify what do you actually want out of Origami Owl. Quick check for questions. Looks like nothing. Okay, good. That's the SMART Goals worksheet. Now, the second tool I want to show you is called the Perfect Week Scheduler. So you can use any kind of calendar that you want or print out, just something from Google Images. This is in the back office. Look up Perfect Week under O2 Academy. And I'll show you before we're done today how to log into O2 Academy and search for things, just in case you haven't done it. So your perfect week scheduler, just pick some office hours for yourself where you actually intend on sitting down and doing your work. We're going to talk about what that work is, but if you don't have a couple of time slots where you know you are not in charge of children, or you're not driving at that time, or you can actually put an hour or two in your week that you are consciously working on growing your business to achieve these goals, then you'll know that you're setting aside the time to work towards this stuff. And we're going to fill this up with what you're going to be doing in just a minute. Okay, the third and final goal setting tool I want to speak to you about is something that I did a while back. You might have seen a video on it, and it's called the 30-day challenge. This might be better. So you can see I've got a 30-day activity tracker, and I'll go into this a little bit later. Maybe I won't. There's a whole video on it. It's a really awesome 30-day challenge, and it's identifying several things that a designer can do every day, or not every day, depending on how many days a week you want to work. But on the days that you want to work to reach your business goal, some things that you can do are some calls, mailing things, learning something, being informed, leading your team or potential team, and then finally getting social on social media. So this is a way for you to be able to track how often you do these things in 30 days. Now, what I love about this method is two things. First of all, I was a psychology major, and they explained over and over again that the mere act of tracking something changes the behavior. So that's why things like MyFitnessPal are so effective, because the simple act of having to track it causes it to change. If you just start writing down how many glasses of water you have every day, or if you have one of those planners that has little check boxes in it for 8 glasses, your behavior will change simply because you have to check the boxes or leave them blank every day. So this particular document about the 30-day activity challenge explains what each activity is. It helps you go through a goal setting session. So in the beginning of the month, you write down what is your goal, PV, new frontline team members, how many bookings, what your paid ads rank will be, active number of members on your team, and your total team volume. And we'll talk about what team volume means in a few minutes. Anyway, you can make goals, and then we can track your daily activity, and then at the end of the month, see how close you were to those goals. This particular video was a really popular one, even though it was long. I'm sorry it was long. It was a lot to cover. It's how to change your life in 30 days, or at least how to change your business. Okay, the last thing about goal setting is a planner. Do you guys see these? These are the new day designers that are out at Target. Amazing. I love this company. I love this gal. And here's the magic of this. As a busy mom, look, this is huge. Very big, although not that much bigger than the classic O2 planner or the Erin Condren size. It's a little larger. This is a daily planner. I know not everybody needs one, but let me just show you for a second. This has my entire day, my to-dos, my today's top 3. So I could easily use this to track my other stuff that I want to do for my business all in one spot. So I have business to-dos along with personal to-dos. You guys don't want to see a real day, do you? Like today? Actually, that was yesterday. Not everything got done, but it was a busy day. Okay, so getting a real planner is going to help your business as well. If you have been used to just kind of winging it, or using like a little teeny tiny monthly planner and just jotting down jewelry bars, you might need something a little tiny bit more robust to grow your business. Okay, back to my PowerPoint. Where are you, PowerPoint? Hopefully everybody's doing okay. It's 8:15. I am partway through this. We're gonna make it on time today. Okay, oh no, do I have to share and unshare again? Okay, let's see. Why does this not work? It doesn't change. So strange. Okay, so that was goals. I think I have to make it small, get on the right page. I guess you guys missed my first set of slides because I clicked through all 3 assuming it was working. It's a good darn thing that I did not decide to just do this whole thing blind. That would be bad. Oh my gosh, Kelly, the planners are amazing. All right, so quote, Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." People often requote him and relate this to success, especially in business. And I love this quote because we can get stuck on this idea that we need to be more successful or making more money or further along in rank or having more people on our team. But what we shouldn't do is focus on those outcomes. Instead, we can turn inward, look at the little things that we really need to do, that the little daily habits that when added up over time turn into success. And I listen to some crazy podcasts and I listen to a lot of self-help and entrepreneur, women, business growth, awesome stuff. And over and over and over again, they say the same thing, which is there was nothing magical or overnight about my success. It was hard work. It was day to day. But most importantly, it was those little habits, those little things that I was committed to doing every single day. And those are the things that if you will commit to a few small actions that you will do regularly, you're going to find that those particular things are, oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Welcome back from Zumba, Rachel. Sarah, it looks like you're on. Hello. So anyway, this is a fun quote to just kind of keep in mind. Okay, I'm gonna close that again. And then I'm going to, this is kind of funny that I have to do this. You know, we're gonna do a little research on Google Hangout so that I don't have to do this more. I don't know how to make it work. Do share. Work. So this is the next thing. The next thing I want to talk about is work. Nothing will work unless you do. I love this quote. It's almost as good as the other quote. Actually, it might be better because Maya Angelou is just incredible and everything she said was pretty powerful. Not that Aristotle wasn't, I guess. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about work. Now, what is wrong with this darn thing? I don't know what's happening. Show. All right. I don't know what this is. This is frustrating. I'm supposed to just be able to flip through these cool things. Oh well. Screen share, basic training, ta-da. Work. What is the work of a designer? There's a reason for this beautiful cupcake here, and we will get to it, but I thought I would give you guys a little bit of eye candy. So if I get boring for 30 seconds, you can drool over this delicious looking cupcake. What is your favorite part? Is it the yummy cake, the frosting, the sprinkles? Do you have a favorite kind of cupcake? Let me just ask that question in the Facebook group, and you guys can talk about it. Let's see. What is your favorite cupcake? Yum. I pretty much like all cupcakes. And by the way, I am on a no carbohydrate diet right now. So that thing is making me salivate a little bit. So let me not drool on the keyboard. Okay, here's what we're going to cover. The work of a designer. First, we're going to talk about a jewelry bar, what my idea of a mini presentation is. We're going to talk a little bit about credit card processing. We'll talk about sponsoring. This is still the work of a designer. Follow-up, we've got 3 basic kinds of follow-up that we have to do: hostess coaching, customer care, and training your team. And then the last one here, having an organized follow-up system. Okay, let's see here. And boop, hi, I'm back. All right, so the first item on the list was the jewelry bar. I did a YouTube video on this. I'd recommend you look it up if you want lots of info, or you can just let me know if you need this lovely sheet of paper. This is a cheat sheet. So quick story, when I was a kid, I would have to do book reports in class, and the teachers would always tell us, you know, write everything down on note cards and you can stand up there and practice your public speaking. My dad wouldn't let me write everything down on a note card. He said that was not the way to give a presentation. Anyone who knows me is probably not surprised that I had that kind of strawberry chocolate cupcake flavors are coming in. I'm hungry. Just kidding. Not hungry. I just want a treat. I sound like my 4-year-old. Okay, so he told me that I was allowed to have one note card. Now, if any of you have a dad like that, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, here's the deal. He said I should know my content well enough to have a single note card that had bullet points on it. And just seeing that bullet point would trigger me to remember what I needed to say. This started for me in the 4th grade. Not kidding. So I did a book report on a book called The Girl with the Silver Eyes. Did any of you read that back in there? I don't know. I was young. Okay. So this sheet of paper is on one side called short presentation. Here's the bullet points. Hi, welcome to your Origami Owl Jewelry Bar. My name is Katie Curtis. And then I'm going to read you these. You can imagine in your head what else I might say after the bullet points. There's an entire video on them, so you don't need to hear all the details now. Thank you all for attending. I thank my hostess and give her a gift. Tell the story of Bella and how she started Origami Owl. Tell your own story, how you found Origami Owl, why you decided to sign up, and share what you have in your locket and why. So I have, this is always a fun game to try to see if we can focus. Okay, let's go on my head and focus. Maybe. Oh, almost. That is Texas and an arrow and a vintage rose charm. Swarovski crystal from the bridal collection. And why? Because the Texas charm is very special to me. There is a little teeny tiny crystal in Austin because Austin is the capital and that's where I live. And the number for the Texas charm is 1444. And that's also my designer ID number. And so I feel like it was a sign that I was supposed to just take over Texas. So I'm working on that. The arrow is me asking for direction on how to do that. And the vintage rose is because I like to keep it old school. So there's a lot of ways to do things on social media. People just got me started on Periscope. What is that? How crazy? And I like that, but I want to make sure that I stay grounded and I stay face-to-face developing one-on-one relationships with all of the wonderful people on my team and all of my amazing hosts and customers. Does that make you guys cry? Not really. I'm just kidding. Don't cry. Okay, so then I followed that with a demo. I'm still on this demo of every locket tells a story. And I pre-make a locket that has specific charms in it and a plate and a dangle and a chain. And then I tell a short story. But I don't want to forget it because you don't have the locket in front of you. You're going to pass it around to the people at the party. So you have to have it jotted down. So I pass around the votive cup and I tell the story. Aubrey, there's an A, has a boyfriend. There's a little love heart. And they're getting kind of serious. He got her a puppy for Valentine's Day. There's a paw print. And then they took a romantic getaway weekend to Paris. There's the Eiffel Tower. While they're on vacation there, they go on a little day trip where they rent bikes and go on a little picnic. And he proposes. And there's a ring. So anyway, then I explain how the lockets work. I pass that. I pass the plate. I pass the chain. And then as it all comes around, the hostess is assembling the look so that it gets all finished. And when it's done, she passes it back around and I continue talking and say, as Aubrey gets closer to her wedding and deciding what she's going to wear to her rehearsal dinner, she decides to add a little bling and she updates her look from a very simple chain to a big chunky bling chain and adds some dangles to it. And this is how we can get multiple looks out of the same locket. Put this on a linen bust, set it aside, call it a day. Then I finish off my presentation with Origami Owl is high-end fashion jewelry, and I explain what our different products are made of. I talk about what my average hostess earns in terms of gifts, and then I hand out lap boards, and I have them fill out the top of the order form. Two things I have to talk about for my renewing designers. This is important stuff here. And I explain shipping is $5.95 if your order is under $100, and over that it's $7.95. I accept all forms of payment except for trade, unless you are a massage therapist, then I'll consider trade. I say that with complete seriousness, and people always crack up laughing, which I love. I love to make people laugh at my presentations. And then before I let you dive into the jewelry bar, I want you to know I'm going to be packing up at 9 o'clock on the dot. I have to get home to my little one. I have a babysitter who I'm paying so I can be here right now. So I need to be finished at 9. So if you are in a hurry tonight at all and you need me to take care of you first, please just come right up and let me know now. I'd be happy to start helping you right now at the beginning. And I will give you a quick warning as we get closer to 9. And then I thank my hostess one more time for opening her home and inviting us all here and probably cleaning and cooking, which was really nice of her. And so then everybody's like, oh, thank you, we love you. And that is it. So this all fits on a single sheet of paper. I have a Word doc that you guys can edit. So you can make up your own story. You can edit this as much as you want. All that being said, there is a new idea around the presentation that's been going around, and it is hilarious. There's a video in the back office. Can't think of the gal's name right now. Her presentation is awesome, and I like I like her way of engaging the customers and making people laugh. But she's been doing direct sales for so many years that she's a pro. She's got these great tricks up her sleeve, and I can't keep that much in my head. I could if I worked really, really hard at it, but this training is basic training, and it's for you guys that are getting started. And this is more than enough. Do you want to talk to people for 30 minutes? No, it should be an hour and a half party. They want to go shop and go home. So keep it short and sweet, but cover the basics because all of this stuff is super important. One thing that I've actually added in that I need to jot down on the bottom here to make sure that I tell you guys, oh, pardon my face, signing up. So sponsoring wise, it's always great throughout your presentation and throughout the evening to drop information. So when I say that little bit about I've got a babysitter home with my kid, which by the way, you guys know I have a great husband and he's here right now and he's taking care of Chloe, but he owns his own business. He has for 17, 18 years now. I don't even know. They started it in college and he is gone a lot. So I really do have to hire a babysitter most of the time when I have a jewelry bar or when I come see all of you guys for training events. So when I say that, I get to say things like, I need to get home to my daughter. I've got a babysitter right now that I'm paying so I can be here. I often will go into, for 5 seconds, I'm so grateful to have this business opportunity that allows me to get out of the house and do something that I find fulfilling, changing people's lives by not only allowing you to tell your story through jewelry, but also providing other women the opportunity to be in business for themselves with a flexible schedule that they can work around whatever they need to, whether it's their, their aging parents or their mom, their daughter, whatever it might be. For me, this has allowed me to be able to be a stay-at-home mom. And then, like I said earlier, with you guys with the training, get whatever extras I might want for Chloe. So I feel like this has enriched my life as a woman, but also her life as my daughter. Oh, okay. I do almost always cry. I can't help it. It's part of my life. Okay, so 2 things that I said, lap boards and order forms. If you were an old designer, these were our original lap boards, super thick, super sturdy. They have this removable elastic band to hold all of the stuff on the board and a pen strap. Awesome. These suckers are heavy and they were like 6 to a pack. I have about 12. So if y'all want some, and I don't have to ship them to you, just tell me. You can have them because there are new lap boards that came out last year and they're amazing. They look like this. This is 6 of them compared to one of these. Let's see here. Yeah, it's at least 2, if not 3. So here's the differences. The new lap boards are amazing. One side is patterned and has a full sheet page protector. I usually put the Hostess exclusive flyer in there. The other side has our mission statement, which I love. If you don't have this memorized, you should. And then there's a pocket here. So I will always put my order form and then a current takeout menu and sometimes a wish list or a supplement, join my team flyer. There's also one more pocket right here for your business card. Now I'll tell you, it's a little bit too small. It's like they use the European size or something. I don't know. So I have to put my business card in this way. Well, guess what? My business card is vertical, so it works great for me. And it does have the pin loop and it says, hello there on the pin loop. How cute is that? And I think the 6-pack had 2 yellow, 2 blue, and 2 pink in there. And it looks really cute when you also buy the little patterned O2 pens and stick them in there. It's awesome. You don't have to have those. You can just have clipboards or nothing. You don't need them. A couple of tips for you if you are just starting out. You do want to have enough catalogs for your customers. If you want to hand out order forms in the beginning, you can just stick them in there like that. They also fold really nicely. Oops. Come back here, you. Look at this. Boop. So if you're getting them ready, you can just say, okay, I don't have lot boards, and you know what? I don't even care. But I have some pens. They're not these pens. They may not even match. But I'm going to stick a pen on a catalog. Get on there. Don't laugh. A pen on a catalog with an order form inside. And then I'm going to tell my customers to go ahead and fill out the top portion. You know why? They'll forget. And then you'll be trying to swipe their credit card and you'll be saying, hey, you want to fill out this top part? Oh, I'm talking too much. Okay. The other thing for new designers, we have new order forms. Old, new. If you have old ones, you can still use them. But when you run out and reorder, the new ones are really cute. They have aqua accents on them. They have an email line. Where is it? There it is. And it goes all the way across. Have you guys ever seen this? This is really funny. Look how small that is. So the new one goes all the way across. Much better. Now here's the cool part. The bottom parts of the order forms have room for inscriptions. So we want everybody to order inscriptions. We also have a really important section here. If they order inscriptions, they need to sign the waiver that says, I wrote it how I want it, and there's no returns. No returns ever on inscriptions, unless it comes like scratched or something, but pretty much how they order it is how they get it, and they got to keep it. Okay, that was fun. What else do I want to tell you guys about doing the work? Let me check my PowerPoint. Where's my notes? Credit card processing. Okay, so I mentioned credit cards. There are a couple of ways that you can process credit cards. I had it, so there it is. Oh, I forgot to tell you about this. New designers, you might want to order a stamp to stamp the tops of these. You might be thinking you could just label them or write your name on there, but you need to have your contact info and your designer ID, and you have to stamp all 4 copies. Your customer gets the back 2 copies. I'm pretty sure the reason is we have that law where within 3 days you can cancel a contract and you have to have a copy of the contract to send in and one to keep. So it's something silly like that. So those are for you. Those are for them. And then the front 2 are for you. And you know what? I always fold them in half and stick them inside my catalog and say, thank you for your order. Okay. Credit card processing. The reason I remembered is because this little guy was hiding behind this little guy and I couldn't see him. So right now I'm using PayPal. If you were a designer before, you will know Origami Owl always said we should use Pay Anywhere, which I used for a long time. And then I also used Square, but I wasn't supposed to use Square. Now Origami Owl is promoting Square. So we have a better percentage rate with Square than the general public. So if you haven't signed up for anything, go use Square. I will tell you that Square always did a faster deposit for me than Pay Anywhere did. Now I use PayPal. Why on earth would I switch to PayPal? I have a PayPal account with a PayPal debit card on it. And so it's actually the fastest way that I get money, like cash in my hands from somebody's credit card. Like I can swipe and then I have an email that says you have money from whoever you just swiped it from, and it's in your PayPal account. And if you have the card, you can get it right away. So all in, I really like that whole method. You don't have to have a credit card swiper. However, if you are offering for customers to write down all of their credit card information on the bottom down here, sometimes people don't really want to do that because then you're leaving and going home with all their credit card details to go type it into the back office. To your benefit, there are 2 reasons that it's good to have this. One reason is, oh, I'm going to run out of time. One reason is if you call them and say, hey, thanks for your order, I'm closing the party today, and they want to add on a new item, you can say, I can just add that and update your total, and you don't have to get a new card number. The second reason is you don't pay any credit card processing fees when you process through our back office. Okay, the end. I'm going to share that for a second. Let's share. Taking a deep breath. Wow, there's 9 people. Hi, everybody. I love seeing how many of you amazing gals are tuned in live. I should probably check and see if there's questions. Whoops. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that would resize. Sorry about that. Refresh. Is that the last thing? Save the crying for convention. I think it is. How do you explain what our products are made of? Rachel, you have to ask your questions over in the basic training thing. I will talk about that in the knowledge section, but I also covered it in the video where I review that entire mini presentation. Sorry that your question sat there for like 10 minutes. I didn't see it. Okay, back to the presentation. Here we go. So sponsoring. Part of your work as a designer is to consider offering the opportunity. If you don't ask, they can't say yes. They also can't say no, which I understand is scary. But if you don't ask, they can't say yes. So I always say that you should offer the opportunity. In the beginning, I understand you might feel shy and you might want to say, and if anyone here has ever considered wanting to be a designer, I am growing my team and I'm having a lot of fun doing this and I would love the opportunity to talk to you about it. Now that is a super simple, easy thing to say and just throw it in at the end of your presentation and then you can be like, oh, I did it, yay, okay, check it off the list. You guys know I'm over here thinking I'm on the screen and I just remember it's this. Acting like a crazy person all for myself. Okay, so sponsoring is part of your work. I'm not covering all of that today because we're talking about basics. The only thing I want you to know is anybody could want to sign up to do this. They don't need money. They don't need to be a stay-at-home mom. They don't need to fit any particular description. The rule is don't prejudge anyone on whether you think this is what they want or not. Do I look like a girl who should be on a diet? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But if you offer me this cupcake, I might say yes, but I probably will say no, at least until I get to convention, because right now I'm not fitting into my nice pants. So long story short, you don't know if you don't ask. So your only job as a designer for sponsoring is to offer the opportunity. This is important. Where am I? If you're afraid of training your new person, I will help you. Okay. This gal right here, I can train. So if you have somebody and you're worried about not being able to tell them everything because you're so new, sign them up. Okay, back to the PowerPoint. And, oh, dang it. Get up here, you. This is so confusing. You would think this would be easy with my giant monitor. Boop. Yay. Okay, and then follow up. So here are the most important things. Oh, Liza, no carbs. Yay. I love having a no carb buddy. Post me some good recipes, girl. Tonight I made some paleo chili. So good. Okay. It is hard to focus when you don't eat carbs and you're staring at a cupcake. So jewelry bar, sponsoring, and follow up. So those are the 3 things you're going to do, and you're going to do them all the dang time. That's all you're ever going to feel like you're doing. So follow up is all about phone calls. Hostess coaching, I have a video about that. I'm not even starting, but basically you want to tell your hostess to invite every person she knows personally on the phone and then call them like 10 times and get them there. Just kidding. That's for summertime. So that's hostess coaching. There is a video, several videos in the back office on it. There are some amazing trainers. Carla Savage is the best. But like I said, I've done a different video on it. If you need help finding it, I will help you. Number 2, customer care. Amazing stuff. I did a video on that as well. These are your calls for, thank you for coming to my party. I've put your order in. And then another call that says, my back office says that your order was delivered yesterday and I wanted to make sure that you got it. All the pieces were there and that you absolutely love it. Another call that we get is, hey, do you want to have a party? But it doesn't really sound like that. Those customer care calls can say, I wanted you to know that I have a brand new catalog that just came out August 3rd. I would like to mail you one. But I have to tell you, the new Hostess exclusive is amazing. And I am looking to fill a couple more dates in August. Is there any chance you're wanting to possibly get this new rocking Hostess exclusive. Okay, so that kind of a call is not a sales call to book a party. It's a call to say, you love Origami Owl, and I have Origami Owl, and if you want it, it's here. Just wanted you to know. Totally different way to look at it. Okay, returns. This is important. Boop. I'm going to share a different screen now. Who knows about returns? One type of customer care that we have to do is returns. So whether an item arrives and it is broken or a package arrives and an item is missing, we used to have to call Nest, but no longer. So now I'm going to show you some magic. See this right here? This is a real order form, and it has a real order number, 307-17464. That's mine. Okay, so let me share my screen. Boop. Okay, we go to returns.origamiOwl.com. Amazing. I'm going to type in my order number that I just showed you, 307-17464, and my zip code. That's where I live, y'all. Submit. If you have never done this, prepare to be amazed. So look at this. Here we have order ship date. Why is this important? You only have, I think, 7 or 9 days from the date of shipping or date of receipt, I don't know, to report back that something was missing, but you have the 90 days for defective items. Okay, so here we go. Let's look. This shows you every stinking item in your entire order. So, and look, it gives you a little detail. Wait, I don't know which one this is. Oh, look, the large gold leopard cutout plate, the large silver cutout plate, the large gold cutout plate. Oh, what are these things? I don't even know. Those are the cutout heart plates. Large silver butterfly window plate. So look, I'm selecting it. And now, 1, 2, or 3. Why? Because I ordered 3 of these. 2 of them were missing. I would like for you to replace my missing item. Thank you. Okay, this didn't really happen, but if it did, all I have to do, like, it could be midnight. I know how this goes, you guys. You get the package and you're so excited, but your kid is crying and you have to do dinner and your husband's on his way home and you're like, oh my gosh, and you stick the package on your desk. And finally, it's like 11 o'clock at night and everybody's asleep. The dishwasher is running and you are, I hope, having a big old glass of wine, and you finally sit down at your computer, you open up your package and you're like, the one thing that I needed for my customer on Friday is missing. Now I have to wait till tomorrow when the Nest is open to call. Well, you don't anymore. So this is super important for all of our re-engaged designers. Then you would just submit, but I'm not going to submit because this didn't really happen. Okay, closing that. Oh, what's that? You look lovely. Hi. All right, let's go. Stop sharing my screen. Thank you. Okay, oh, I look different. I got excited and I sat on my feet. Let me sit back on my bottom. Okay. Returns, training your team. I already mentioned, oh wait, you guys should know what I'm talking about. One sec. I went back over here to check my outline. The other type of follow-up is training your team. This is so easy now because the back office shows you what you have to do. There's the most amazing set of documents, and I'm just going to show you real quick. Let me change to this one. Ta-da. Log in. Okay, I'm logging into my back office. If you've ever been super curious, now you get to see all this fun stuff. Okay. If you haven't logged into your new back office, surprise, it's new. All of you re-engaged designers. Let's pop over to O2 Academy. Single sign-on. Amazing stuff. 15 minutes to go. How am I going to get this all done? Okay, what was I talking about? Mentoring checklist. Let's do checklist. I'm going right here to the top and searching. New designer checklist and a mentor checklist. Woo. Oh, look, a hostess coaching checklist. See, y'all, I told you, it's right there. Look it. I didn't have to teach you any of this stuff. Okay, so the new designer checklist is amazing. When you get your first designer, all you have to do is send them this, and they will read it and ask you questions, and then get this one for yourself. And look, how cute is this? They made the designer blue and the mentor pink so you don't mix them up. So cute. This tells you what to do every week. By the way, please don't judge me. I don't do any of this stuff very well. I am so overwhelmed all the time. But when I first had my first team members, I took such good care of them. Now I just tell you guys the important stuff. But this tells you great things like have an open your box event. Send them a nice note. It's somewhere around here. It's like send them a oh, that's the designer one. No, that's the designer. Here we go. Send a handwritten note to congratulate them. I'm sorry, I haven't done that, but congratulations. I love you guys. Okay, stop that. Enough silliness. Okay, so it's easy to train your team because you already have those to get you started. Those checklists are awesome. Liza, what did you say? Oh, I love you. Judy, you win with the red velvet cupcake, just saying. That's my fave. Do you guys want to do cupcakes at convention for our get-together night? I was thinking we would do desserts, but cupcakes specifically sound really good. Okay, the last thing on the do the work section is a follow-up system. I seriously don't have time to go into this, but I did a video on it, and it covers what's called the 2-2-2 method, and it's very simple. 2 calls, 2 weeks apart, I don't remember what the 2-2-2 is. Why can I not remember this? Here we go. 2 days after the order is placed, 2 weeks after the order is placed, and then 2 months after the order is placed. But it's all right here. So there's a great document in the Team Perfect page and a video on YouTube. So this explains your preparation, your action, the summary of all the stuff I talk about. It gives you some scripts. What do you say on those 3 different phone calls? This is your follow-up activities sheet, and this is your customer care contact sheet. So here we go. If you're just starting out, get these going for your customers. This is such a handy thing. When you have that gal who calls up and says, I ordered from you in like June or July, and I can't remember, but I bought it for my mom, and she lost her locket, and I don't know what was in it. And you're like, I don't either. But if you follow a very simple follow-up system precisely, if you do a good job following a simple system, you'll have all of that information at your fingertips all the time. This special sheet, explained more in the other video, tells you to make one for every month. So I would have one that says follow-up activities for August. And then every time I talked to someone and said, hey, there's something coming out August 3rd. Do you want me to call you when I find out what the new Hostess exclusive is? And she goes, oh my gosh, yes, especially if it's a bracelet, because I totally want a bracelet, but I don't like red, so I didn't want the red summertime bracelet. So then I just go to August and I write, call the crazy lady who wants the bracelet, but I put her by name. Her name is Katie, the crazy lady. Okay, back to PowerPoint. Do y'all have any questions? Can you understand me? Am I talking too fast? Okay, this is gonna be fun. Here is the reason why I have a cupcake on the screen. You might like this. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to zoom in. Boop. Can you guys see that? The reason I picked a cupcake, not only because I wanted one, but also, oh, you can't see that. Hang on. Small and share again. Can you see it now? Is that a little better? Okay, here's why. We all love cupcakes. They're delicious, but without frosting, some people say a cupcake is just a muffin. So you can even take a carrot cake muffin and put some frosting on it and call it a cupcake. So here we go. This part is the work. This is what we're talking about right now when I'm talking about the things you need to do. This is the work part of being a designer. The next fun part is the frosting, which is learning and practicing and expanding your knowledge base. And we're going to talk about that next. Outside here are the sprinkles. And these are things that we try to tell ourselves are work that are not really work. So I'm going to tell you right now that these things are somewhat important, but they are never as important as the work. So you've got to do the work first. Then you can add on the frosting, learning and practicing. And then if you are so good and you have all this extra time in your calendar on your perfect week schedule, then you can add these other things. Here are some examples. Owl crafts, decorating your planner, organizing your inventory again, in new catalog order or alphabetically, or creating those little things that you cut out of the catalog and tape in the bottom of your charm trays, updating your fan page, helping other people on social media, shopping for Aqua shirts, photographing your own lockets, being on Facebook, shopping in general for new display or new organizing stuff from the Container Store, cleaning off your desk again, other DIY projects, and refiling, your receipts. Okay, I don't know if this makes sense. Those are not work. Yes, they're important, but if you're trying to decide how to organize your lockets and you haven't called 15 people today, then I don't want to hear about that. Bottom line. Off my soapbox now. My seasoned designers, y'all already know how I feel about that stuff. Do the work. That's my method. Do the work. Okay, so real quick, tools to make your life easier. And then I'm going to have to stop sharing and reshare so you can see the next screen. Doop. I have a lot to run through. So let's not make this more difficult. Back office and O2 Academy. I mentioned to my redesign designers, the back office is different. There are a lot of videos back there that you can watch to walk you through, especially things like how to put in a jewelry bar. O2 Academy is new. It replaces the document library. I just showed you how simple it is to search. It's amazing. PAL, that stands for Product Availability List. This is the most important thing for you to check before you go to a jewelry bar. Let's see here. Doop. Usually it's going to be over here on the right side of your back office under News from the Nest. Yes, every time they post News from the Nest, there is a product availability list posted, and this tells you what's out of stock. You want to check this every time you go to a jewelry bar so that you know if something is coming back or not coming back. So, for example, the Eiffel Tower will be back the week of July 24th. Awesome. So feel free to sell the Eiffel Tower at your event. Okay. Let's switch back to the other one. Where is it? Stop it. And switch back over here. Okay. So that's the PAL. And then the newsletter is a little wonky. So we still have the same newsletter system, but it's separate from the new back office. And we can't actually add people to it unless you happen to have the old link in your old login that works. So probably not. But as people purchase from you on your website, they're automatically added to the mailing list for the monthly newsletter. Okay. Paper goods. Toms, those are takeout menus. Let's talk labels for my newbies. There we go. The label that I like to use is this one. I always post it, focus on my face. It worked. Ask and you shall receive. Every time a new takeout menu comes out, I work with other people and find the best ones. And this giraffe one with the giraffe print with the aqua was so cute. I had to have it. These are 5163 labels by Avery. And you can get any one that you want, but this is the 10 per page, 5 and 5 in 2 columns. So that is the size that I like to use here. And I really like to cover up where it says origamial.com so that I don't lose customers by accident sending them there. Other things on the paper goods list, sponsoring packets. Okay, back in the day, I think I made a video about what to put in your sponsoring packet. And we used to have to do so much work deciding what to print, and buying folders and buying Origami Owl stickers to put on there and putting them in packages and putting in candy. And it was a mess. Now we have this, totally worth it. You should have 1 or 2. If you don't think you need a whole pack, split a pack with somebody. Same label on the back. This opportunity booklet is what you give to someone who at the end of the jewelry bar says, so I heard what you said about signing up. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? And when you go, just say, here. This opportunity is so you. Can I call you tomorrow and talk about it? Anyway, best sponsoring tool ever. New order forms we already talked about. Okay, business tools that I want to tell you about. The mobile jewelry bar. I don't have one. You guys probably know. They're the tall, skinny bullet things that open up and they have all the spots for jewelry inside. Probably the best business tool that they've made so far. I'm in love with it. I have 2 of them now. I'm a little bit crazy like that. I don't use them at the same time. Don't get me wrong. One is for going to a jewelry bar and one is my going to Panera Bread, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so mobile jewelry bars are amazing. I think they're $45, something like that. And they're the best way to grow your business on the fly. When you meet a friend at Panera for coffee, bring your mobile jewelry bar, open it up, not to sell to your friend. She's probably got a ton of origami owl from you already. But so the lady walking by is like, oh my gosh, what is that cute thing? And you can tell her. And then you can give her one of these, or maybe one of these, or maybe sell her something on the spot using one of these combined with one of these. That's how we grow our business, ladies. Okay, for my redesigned designers, 2 important things. First of all, if you had long been waiting the branded Origami Owl linen bust, they now have it. I know ladies who've just joined, this seems normal, but we waited 2.5 years to get one of these. And guess what? They come in 3 sizes. This is the medium. Then we have a little baby. And then we have the big mama one. And I love them. I love all of them. Okay, the second thing is, you know, these beauties, fortune cookies, we don't do them anymore, but everybody still wants them. Yay! So now when you buy a locket, it comes in a box, a little hex box that is super cute. Twist and shout. But people still want these. You can buy them in the back office for 4 of them for $3, or you can buy them on Nile Corp for 12 of them for $4. However, if you order from Nile, use PayPal, not a credit card, because they've had fraud like 6 times in the past year. Not to talk bad about them in any way. It's not their fault that they got hacked. However, use PayPal. That's all I'm saying. I haven't had any problems with PayPal. And I already talked about lap boards. Okay. We're doing awesome. Boop. Next subject, knowledge, opportunities to learn. Oh, man. Okay. I hate to run over. It's 2 minutes till 9. I'm not going to cut out the rest of this. Anybody who needs to drop off, I totally get it. Some of you already did. But this will be here for you to pick right back up tomorrow and finish watching. So I'm going to keep right on rolling onto my knowledge section. To-do. So many opportunities to learn. This is new, ladies. Oh my. There we go. Okay. Sorry. So with all these opportunities to learn, things are totally different. Origami Owl did not used to provide us with training and webinars and stuff all the time. So now we have a weekly webinar for your business. Every single Tuesday, there's a new webinar posted right in the back office and in O2 Academy. So you can go anytime you want, learn something new. Every week, you've got an opportunity or an assignment to go watch that weekly Tuesday night webinar. Second thing, every month they offer a 3-part new designer training series. This thing is amazing and so helpful, and they do it every month. They redo it live every time so that they can answer questions on the fly for you. If you have not done this yet, or if you are a redesigned designer who wants to do this, you can reach out to me and let me know, and I will make sure that you get the sign up info. Third thing, O2 Academy, I just said it's full of great info. Poke around back there and have just an open mind. That sounded horrible. Go to O2 Academy and read everything. And then we have the Hoot. It used to be a weekly newsletter. We don't do that anymore. Now we have a monthly newsletter, and it's awesome. And every day the Nest posts at least once in the back office using what I showed you already called News from the Nest and the product availability list. That's it for provided trainings for now, provided by O2. Other leaders, the Shining Jewels monthly new webinar will come out. So every month, Christine Stevens, our upline senior director and direct to corporate leader, she hosts an awesome monthly meeting. She does great trainings. She does a full new designer back office walkthrough every single month with live Q&A. So if you can't make the other opportunities back here and you don't get enough information from the pre-recorded O2 Academy training videos, feel free to hop on hers. Also, YouTube is another great resource. I've mentioned several of my videos. Beth Bleemaster has some great ones, and there are other wonderful leaders out there who have good YouTube video information. Last but not least, your mentor is probably the best resource to start. And if you follow up your line and nobody can find the answer, come to me. I'll probably be able to help. Last thing, product knowledge here. What's new and where to find information? This one is fun for me. The product information that I like to share is Where are we here? Let's go to this one. Okay. Nope, not there. This, what was I going to search for? Points of difference. Yeah. When's the last time this was updated? Spring 2015. So with every new season, Origami Owl puts this out in the back office, and they tell you a lot of really helpful stuff. So, for example, core is made of sterling silver with the exception of bangles, which are brass. The sterling pieces are then rhodium plated, and the gold and rose gold are plated in 18-karat gold and rose gold. That's super important for you to know. Oh, guess what? What's rhodium plating? Awesome. Let's talk about that. Leather wrap bracelets. You see they keep saying this, genuine leather. They are actually made of leather. It's not a faux leather. So good to know. What do we have down here? Nickel and lead free earrings and earring drops. Posts are hypoallergenic, surgical stainless steel, and we also have many earring bases that are sterling silver. Not all of them, but some of them are. And you can tell by looking in the catalog, it will tell you which ones have sterling posts. So anyway, this is where you get that information. This is the answer for Rachel, but for anybody else who needs to go and learn some details about our products, that's where you can go and find that information. Ta-da! Okay. Is that everything I wanted to cover about knowledge? What's new? Where to find information? I think that's it for now. Okay, so now I am going to show you the last slide, which is my money slide. Hi, you're back. It's been an hour. I ran over a little bit today. I'm not done yet. More dancing? Okay, so my last topic, money. Don't mess with my money. Okay, this is high level. What is PV, CTV, and retail? I'm going to tell you briefly. PV stands for personal volume. Every single product that we sell has a wholesale value, and that is the volume that we earn on it. So as an example, if there was a $10 item and it had a PV of 7, when you bought that $10 item, you would either buy it in the back office for $7 or on the front side website for $10. And it would be an item that we earn a 30% markup on. So let me just hide this for a second. I like to show this as visually as I can. 7 plus 3 equals 10. You guys know that. Why is my pen not working? Is there a wet? Okay. Here we go. On the website, we have an item for $10. Let's just draw a little heart. I don't know what this pen just got thrown across the room. Don't have time for that. Let's draw a little heart. Here's an item. Let's say this is a heart dangle. Has a little clasp on it. It's $10 on the website. If your customer goes and buys it on the site for $10, you are going to earn 7 PV, and you're going to get $3 profit. Boop. If you want this item, you can go on your website, pay $10, earn 7 PV, and get $3 back in commission the next week as your profit. Or you can log right into the back office and buy your item for $7 at wholesale value, which is PV. So PV is the same as wholesale. PV, aka wholesale. I'm getting too tired to write. PV, aka wholesale. There's your profit. This right here, this $10 number, that's called our retail price. Boop. Done. Okay. So PV is the base wholesale price, and it is how all of your work is measured by Origami Owl. It's important because PV is used to determine things like your incentive trips, promotions, whether or not you're active this month. Your PV determines if you're active after 6 months. So we have a new requirement, important for redesigned ladies. It used to be $199 per 6 months to stay active with the company. It's now $250 per 6 months. So that's kind of a big change. And fortunately, it's like one jewelry bar. If you want some help, I'll help you. Okay. CTV is basically the combined PV of everybody on your team. If it's just you, your PV and your CTV are the same. As soon as you get one person underneath you as part of your team, your CTV is going to be your PV plus her PV. It's pretty simple. It kind of gets crazy fast. Okay, how much profit do we make? This is a fun one. We get 30% profit on everything except for stamped plates, charms, and dangles. That's it. It's very simple. Everything else is 30. Those are 50. 30, 50. Okay. Pay schedule. Oh, I should be showing you this. What am I even talking about over here? I'm talking about this screen. Our pay schedule for sales commission. We earn our sales commission Sunday morning through Saturday night at midnight, and then we get paid the following Friday. So if you really want to get paid on Friday, you want to get all those orders into the back office and the payment submitted before Saturday at midnight Central Time. Redesigned, ladies. It used to be Eastern Time. It is now Central Time. Okay. What is Pay Quicker? This is where we get our money. So that commission number I was showing you, the $3, is going to show up on your Pay Quicker card, which is stinking cute. If you haven't seen them, it has all of the owl on it. And you have to use it. There is not another option. You cannot get paid by check and you cannot get direct deposit. So sign up. If you missed your email, let me know. There's a way that you can contact them and get it resent to you so that you can try again to sign up. I think I forgot to tell you, there's text messaging now. If you haven't signed up for text messages from Origami Owl, you should sign up. They're really awesome. If I could find my phone, I would tell you the number. I have a note, like a sticky note stuck on my screen here telling me text messages because I wanted to tell you guys about that. And I just forgot. And then I remembered. If you have the number, somebody post it in the group. Okay. Already covered that. All right. An update for, let me tell you this to your faces. Okay. This is really awesome. When you have a jewelry bar and you take all your orders on your order forms, after the party, you take your big stack, you go to the back office, and you type them all in. Okay. The party is at $872, and you're thinking this can get to $1,000. Do I need to hold it open and wait forever until we get 3 more orders in to get over 1,000? No. Put in those credit card payments for each person that you already have their orders and apply the payments. And those orders will ship out now. They don't have to wait for the party to close. This is super helpful so that your customers who are ready don't have to wait for your hostess to be finished. Some of us who are seasoned know that hostesses can linger for a while. Okay, it also gives you more opportunities to get to those $1,000 jewelry bars, which are my favorite. Second important thing is, let's say you have this massive party and every single person pays you in cash. I love cash. Okay, so when you put in all of their orders, you're going to have to pay with your own business debit card or your Pay Quicker card or whatever card you want, but you can't pay with cash on the internet. So what do? You put it all in. Your choice is you can put it in as retail prices, which we talked about, full price, beep, and then the following Friday, you get the difference back on your Pay Quicker card. Or you can actually select wholesale price. And if you do, you only pay this amount. This amount doesn't go to your Pay Quicker card. It stays right here in your cash stack. This is called keeping your commission up front. So this doesn't come on your Pay Quicker card. You actually keep it and you only pay this part. It's kind of cool. The best part is the back office now works in a way that if you select the wholesale orders in your jewelry bar, your hostess still gets credit for the full retail value of everything her customers bought. So you do $1,000 jewelry bar. It only costs you $786, including tax and shipping, and you keep the other $300 in cash up front instead of waiting for it to come back on your card the following Friday. Done. Any questions? I don't know if you have questions. I haven't looked in a while. Do we lose everybody yet? Okay, no. Carrie. What did Carrie say? Text. Thank you, Carrie. Yay! Carrie, are you crying because you didn't get a note? You are too funny. Okay. Let's see here. Back to my outline. Where's my face? And then the career plan. This is important. There we go. Okay, last thing, career plan. I have been told there's been a change on the career plan. As you start adding people, you'll need to know this, but for redesigned gals, this is important. The 50% rule no longer applies on leading designer and I think on team leader. So even though we think we're supposed to have the 50% rule, career plan, where are you? It is not. Is this it? This is it. Okay. This is our career plan. Don't be overwhelmed if you're new. I'll zoom in just a little bit. So leading designer, we have this 50% rule over here on the bottom. It's called the leg rule. So no more than $250 should come from the mentor or the person underneath them to meet the total $500. So here's the deal. I have heard that people are promoting even when the 50% rule is broken for both leading designer and team leader. So we don't know if it's a back office glitch or if it's an official thing from the Nest. I need to find out. I'm sorry that I don't know, but it's been consistent. So kaput, no 50% rule for the first two levels. So, hey, congratulations on your promotions. How about that? Okay. That was just important to point out to the newbies. Not the newbies, the redesigned designers, especially the ones that have teams. Okay. So I'm just going to put this up here and tell you that what we covered tonight, goals, work, knowledge, tools, money, I switched those by accident. And I wanted you to see just kind of a summary of everything we covered. I'm going to skim my notes real fast just to make sure I didn't leave out any important things that I knew I needed to tell the redesign team. Let's see here. Do I have anything absolutely adorable to show you while you're reading? I think I'll show you this. Because that's what I want to see. Okay, that's the same. I wanted to tell you, everything you have is probably retired now, so go ahead and buy the new fall kit. That's horrible. Major League Baseball charms are $7. It's the first time we've had charms that aren't $5, so that's important. I also wanted to point out to redesigned gals that a lot of our pricing was streamlined. So make sure that you are checking the catalog or the website when you're selling things, because even though it was always $18, sometimes it's now $20. We used to have different prices for silver, gold, and rose gold, and now they've tried to make them the same, let's say for the flat oval chain across all the colors. So that's an important change to just keep in mind. And then, oh, here's something important. The new policies and procedures has tons of changes, and it's important to know that we are now allowed to sponsor Facebook ads. So please don't waste your time reporting people for sponsoring a Facebook ad, because it's totally allowed now. I'm sure there's big rules around it, but it's allowed, so you don't need to send them into compliance. Okay. Boop. Done, 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 done. Okie dokie, ladies, it is 9:15. I'm 15 minutes late, but I covered so much stuff. I'm super happy. I don't know if I forgot anything, but I feel good about all of this. By the way, here's how I designed tonight's training. And look, there's my cupcake sketch. Isn't that hilarious? I'm such a dork, but that's okay. I'm just skimming my stack over here. Oh, what did I forget to tell you? O2 bundle. This is your back office computer system thing. They were going to charge for it. It's currently free. I don't know if they're ever going to start charging for it. This was the ad for it. And then this is the other last thing. Your Alice list. If you don't know who to call, here's who you can call. Okay, I'm really done. Last minute checking for questions while I say thank you all so much for coming out and for all of your patience. And I can't wait to see some of you next week at convention. It is going to be so amazing. And I was one of the people who saw what was in the fall kit, and I am just, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't even, I'm going to tell you everything. I'm not going to tell you anything. I did get my flapper heels today. They're super cute, and I'm going to show you a picture, but my phone is not in here. You'll see them next Saturday. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, checking for questions for real, and then we're going. Dun, 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 dun. All done. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.